Hey friends, amigos, buen dia. This is going to be a shorter, more energetic practice. We're going to focus a little bit on the hips and shoulder strength, hip opening, maybe play around with a little bit of handstand hops and just have some fun and a little more energetic. So we'll be moving a little bit more, a little more fitnessy. Let's get going. Have a block, or you can always do like a rolled up, folded up like blanket, or just use nothing, and that's fine too. We're gonna come down onto our back, feet on the floor, knees bent. Let's lift the hips and put the block underneath the sacrum, or your prop, your folded up blanket works too. Just have like a thicker blanket or a towel. Take a moment, close your eyes, rest your hands somewhere on your pelvic bones where the upper arm bones can relax. Your shoulders can relax here for a moment. Simply start by connecting to your breath. Taking in a deeper, longer inhale and exiting with a deeper, longer exhale. Smoothing out the breath. Feel the back of your skull and your shoulder blades and the bottoms of your feet on the mat, the backs of your arms, and then feel into the back of your pelvis, your sacrum, resting on the prop. Simply notice how the body feels. Try not to judge or criticize, but just notice, no judgments. Allow yourself to be okay with wherever you are in this present moment. And know that nothing's permanent. Everything is always changing, right? What we do know is permanent, that we have our breath. If we're alive, we're breathing. So you can always bring awareness back to your breath. Let's start to mobilize the hips here a little bit while we're resting on the block. So take your left thumb into your hip crease, pick up your left foot, have your shin parallel, put some flex into your ankle, and then external and internal rotation, just mobilizing at your hip joint. Femur bone is moving in the hip socket, freeing up some fascia, some tissue, some space in this area. And then let's put the foot down. Switch sides, right thumb in your hip crease, flex your ankle, rotate in and out. Your foot showing you what the thigh bone's doing. Moving in and out in your hip socket. And then let's come back to center, lower the foot. Pick up the left foot, open and close a couple times. And then ankle crosses over right thigh, take a figure four. Hold off from picking up your right foot, take your hands to the tops of your thighs and gently push the thighs away. Create a little space in the low belly, the space between your pelvic bones and then your rib cage, and then pushing the femur bones out, creating a little bit of space in your hip joint. And then we'll release that, pick up your foot and take your gentle figure four. You can even gently guide your left knee away. Ankle is flexed to support and protect your knee, your outer knee. Breathe into that outer hip, and then let's bring the foot down and release. Same thing, other side, pick up that foot, rotate it internally and externally. And then take that ankle, cross it over, stay here, take your hands to your thighs and gently push them away. So the belly kind of sucks in a little bit. Finding a little bit of traction for your low spine here, your lumbar spine as well. Let's go ahead and release that. Take that gentle figure four. Just let gravity pull the legs in. You're lifted up off the ground, right? So you have that extra little oomph there. And then maybe you guide the right knee slightly away, creating a little more opening in the outer right hip. Breathe into that. And then release, set it down. Push your feet into the ground and engage the glutes and lift. Stay in a low bridge. Move the block just off to the side for a moment, and let's raise those hands up towards the sky. Extend your fingers back like you're holding a tray, left fingers on top of the right as we gently push draw the fingers down and push the heel of the hand up. And let's warm up our feet. Lift and lower your heels. Push into the ball mounds of the feet as you're warming up your wrists and your hands. Warming up the feet, the ankles, the calf muscles. Fingers are spread nice and wide, and then go ahead and lower the heels. Keep the glutes lifted, switch hands. Draw those fingers down. Push the heel of the hand up, and now we'll lower and lift our hips. So creating a little bit of heat in the back of the legs and the glutes, warming things up. Preparing for our practice. I'm already pretty warm because the sun is hot, but don't worry folks, I got my sunscreen on. Go ahead and hold your hips up, make fists with your hands, and roll out your wrists for a moment. Switch directions. And then let's shake it out, and then slowly lower down. Good. Let's go ahead and we're going to use the block or your prop. Bring it on the toaster oven setting, medium setting, in between the thighs here. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers, point the elbows up. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, lift up off those shoulder blades. Look down at your front body. Notice if you're pulling on your head and neck. Really focus on resting the head in the hands and using the deep core muscles to hold you up. And then inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift up, squeeze the block, hold, look down. Notice this diamond shape between the pelvic bone, the pubic bone, pelvic bones, and navel. Hugging in and down. Inhale, lower. Let's pick up the feet. Exhale, lift up, hold. Good. Inhale, lower the feet, lower the head. Pick up the feet, low belly's working. Exhale, lift up off the shoulder blades. And then extend your legs up, and we'll keep the legs up this time. Inhale, lower the head and shoulder blades. Exhale, lift, squeeze the block between the thighs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. Let's add on. Tilt your pelvis up. Lift the tailbone. Get deep into the low belly, and then release. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Head and shoulder blades first, and then tailbone slightly lifts. And then lower the tailbone, lower the head and shoulder blades. Again, exhale, lift. Tailbone lifts. Twist to the left. Back to center, lower. Breath in. Exhale, breath out. Tailbone lifts, twist to the right. Back to center, release, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, head and shoulder blades, tailbone, twist to the left. Center, lower, inhale. Exhale, lift, tailbone, twist to the right. Back to center, inhale, lower. One more time on each side. Exhale, lift, tailbone lifts, twist left. Center, release, inhale, lower. One more, exhale, lift, twist, lift the tailbone, lift the shoulder blades, twist. Back to center and release. Feet down, remove the block, place it off to the side. Woo. Take your feet out wide, take your arms out wide, and just gently do a little bit of a windshield wiper here. Release some tissue in the belly. And then let's bring the knees in, hug them into center. Massaging into your hip flexors, massaging into your low back, taking a little bit of movement here, rocking side to side. And then we'll bring the hands to the knees, gentle circles around, massaging the sacrum. Switch directions. Getting the low back to have a nice stretch here. And then hands behind the thighs. Lift your head and shoulder blades, look towards your navel, and start to rock and roll on your spine. We're gonna come into boat pose. We're going to continue to warm up the belly. Come on up. See if you can get yourself up onto your seat here. Toes can be on the floor. As you adjust and lift your heart, toes can be lifted. And then extend the legs. Maybe flex its feet. Toes curl back towards your face. You can continue holding on to the backs of your legs, or you can reach your arms. Draw the navel in. Lift your heart. Broaden across the collarbones. Shoulder blades down the back. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles and sit for a moment. Hands to the knees. Palms can face up to receive, or palms can face down to ground a little bit here. Big breath in. Let it go. Uncross the legs, coming back into boat. Grab behind the backs of the legs, lift the legs, or keep the feet down. You can do one leg at a time also. Maybe reach the arms, flex, or point your feet, whatever feels better. If your legs will go straighter in boat pose, feel free, straighten them out. We're here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit, other ankle crosses in front perhaps. Have a seat. Lift up through your heart space, crown of the head, shoulder blades drop down away from the ears. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Good, let's come around to hands and knees for a moment. And we're actually gonna take our right ankle in front of our left knee and do our cat and cows here. So it'll be a little more opening for the hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel up and in. One more time. And exhale. Stay in your rounded cat pose. Tuck the chin. Tuck your left toe and lift into a figure 4 down dog. Send your hips back. Reach to the arms. Ankle is flexed on that right side. Good. Come back down, unwind, come into table. Both knees on the mat. Take a few rounds of cat and cow, or maybe some rib rolls here, freeing up some space in your spine. And then come on back to center. We'll take the left ankle in front of the right knee. A few rounds of cat and cow here with your figure 4 shape. Hold your cat pose, tuck your right toes, and then we'll lift into our figure 4 down dog. Hips lift, belly lifts. Find that nice deep hip crease here as you lift up and reach through your arms. Allow the head to dangle, and then come on down, hands and knees. Let's warm up the shoulders a little bit more, coming into Dolphin Pose. Bringing the forearms down, palms can go flat into the ground, or you can interlace your fingers. Elbows are under the shoulders. Toes are tucked. Let your head hang, inflate the space between your shoulder blades, hug the belly up and in, and then lift your knees and lift your hips up. From here, look back at your toes, and then see if you can tiptoe your feet forward, bringing your hips more on top of your shoulders here. There's no weight on the head. We're working shoulder strength and core strength. And then maybe pedal out your feet, free up some tissue in the back of those legs. Keep the shoulders really active. Inflate that space between your shoulder blades. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. Good. Pause. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees lower. Closed knee child's pose. Hips back, arms reach back, forehead to the mat. Rest the shoulders. Big breath in. Let it go. Good. Hands come forward. Look forward, rise up through table. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog pose. Walk your hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Feet are at least hip width apart. And take a high, happy lunge. Squat. Reach your fingertips out, belly to thighs. Sit your hips back and let your head drop between your upper arm bones. Breathe into your mid and upper back. One more breath here. Walk the hands to the feet, take a halfway lift. Inhale, belly draws up and in, spine lengthens, and then exhale, walk the hands forward to a high plank. Good. You can always bring your knees to the ground, and you can also bring your forearms down if you're having some wrist issues. Belly draws up and in. And then maybe we saw forward and back, a little bit of movement. Makes it a little more challenging. Come to center, hold, breathe in. Lower the knees, lower all the way down, elbows point back, breathe out. Tops of the feet glue to the mat, lift your kneecaps, drag the heels of the hands back, baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, release. 2 more like that, inhale. Barely any weight in the hands, work your back, exhale, glutes are on, release. Inhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the elbows towards each other, exhale, release. Tuck your toes, press up through high plank or table. Inhale, breath draws you up. Exhale, breath brings you back into downward facing dog. Maybe you pedal it out here. Create a little bit of movement, moving the hips side to side. Or lifting one leg up, taking a little bit of a scorpion down dog, opening up the hip. Good, both feet land, look forward, take a walk to the top of your mat. Once you're there, fold. Let the head hang. Create a little bit of traction for your spine. Rest your belly over your thighs. Your thighs are supporting you. And then slowly roll all the way up to standing, pushing the feet into the earth, reaching those arms up overhead. Big breath in, maybe a little bit of a baby back bend. Exhale, hands come home to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Take a minute to tap into your stance here. Feel your feet on the ground. So really strong. You might lift the toes, spread them, place them back down. You might draw the kneecaps up, slightly tuck the tailbone where you're lifting the pubic bone towards your navel. You might bring your hand to the back of your skull and the other hand to the back of your shoulder blades here, and then find that those two are level. And then release the arms down by your sides to Tadasana. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, hinge, Uttanasana. Right leg steps back, lower your right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, 90-90 lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back. This will be a little quicker class. Inhale, breath. Exhale, lower. Knees can come down, come to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra or seal. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, right foot steps forward, lower the left knee and the top of the foot. Inhale, arms reach, find length in the sides of the body, firm the left glute. Exhale, hands to the floor, step and fold. Inhale, rise, push the earth away. Exhale, hinge, long spine. Left leg steps back, lower the knee, keep the toes curled. Inhale, arms reach. And then lower the arms, let them dangle, and then swing them forward and back. So we'll warm up the shoulders a little bit, free up some space. Firm the glutes. Really nice, strong, and stable from the pelvis down. You can let your rib cage rotate a little bit here. Free up some space in the T-spine. And then release, hands down, inhale. Exhale to plank. Take a breath in and lower. Cobra, seal, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, left foot steps forward, lower your right knee, keep the toes curled. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, arms down and swing. Firm the right glute, press your front foot into the mat and energetically drag it back. So we're hugging those inner thighs together. Let your rib cage rotate. Last two. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, step and fold, front of your mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right leg steps back, lower your knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, turn to the right, side lunge. Side to side, right and left. Giving those inner thighs a nice stretch. Long spine, hips go back. Good. And then next time your left knee is bent, turn back to the front, low lunge. Three-legged down dog. Left leg sweeps up and back, stay.
Level the hips, toes point down to the floor. Long spine, reach through your fingers and your arms. Big breath in. Exhale, left knee, left upper arm. Tap. Shoulders shift over the wrists. Inhale. Left knee, right upper arm. Twist under the body. Inhale. Left foot steps forward. Lower your right knee. Inhale, arms up. Big breath in. Exhale, hands down. Step into a standing L. Lift your right leg. Straighten your left. Kick the right heel back. Find that long spine. You can be up on your fingertips. You can have blocks under your hands. Pause. And then right foot meets the left. Fold. Inhale, stand up. Arms reach up. Gaze up. Exhale, hinge, long spine. Left foot steps back. Lower your knee, keep the toes curled. Inhale, arms up. One breath, turn to the left, side lunges. Moving, shifting. You can keep your hands up a little bit higher, or you can get really low. You can hold onto your ankles, freeing up some space in the inner thighs. Good. Next time your front knee is bent, turn to the front, low lunge, plant the hands, right leg up, three-legged down dog. Stay, breathe. Level your hips, flex your toes, down. Push the heel of the foot back like you're trying to stamp a wall behind you with the bottom of your foot. Lift your hips, breathe in. Exhale, right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, send it back. Right knee, left upper arm. Twist under the body. Inhale, send it back. Right knee comes in. Step your foot down. Look forward, long spine, standing L. Lift that left leg. Try to straighten that front leg, maybe level out your hips a little bit. Kick that heel back, breathe in. Left foot to the earth, fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. We'll do that again, we'll add on. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right foot steps back, lower the knee, inhale, arms reach, 90. Exhale to the side lunges here, or a little shuffling side lunge. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Good, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your side lunges, left knee bent, turn to the front, three-legged down dog, left leg sweeps up and back. Pause here, breath in. Left knee, left elbow, or upper arm, tap. Inhale, send it back. Left knee, right upper arm, tap. Inhale, send it back. Left knee comes into center, look between your hands, place the foot down, lift your right leg, come into your standing L. Pause. So you might want to lower your back foot for a second and move your left leg back a little bit so you have a little more space, and we'll try some little handstand hops. Ground the palms, look forward, shift your chest through your upper arms, come up onto the ball of your left foot, keep your right leg really active, and then push. Good, and then both feet land. Forward fold, exhale, stay. Breathe in, take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Gaze up. Exhale, hinge. Other side. Left leg steps back. Lower the knee. Inhale. Exhale. Turn to the left. Side lunges. You're here. Or shuffling side lunge. Woo. Last 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Come back to your side lunges. Front knee bends, turn to the front, low lunge. Sweep your right leg up and back, three-legged down dog, breathe in. Right knee, right upper arm. Inhale. Left leg back, or right leg back, exhale. Right knee, left arm. Inhale, send it back. Right knee comes through center. Step the foot. Reach the hands out in front, standing L. And then if you feel like you need to adjust a little bit, lower that back foot, slide your right foot back a little, plant your hands, look forward through your hands, come off of that right heel, strong lifted leg, and then You might push. Keep hugging that thigh bone on the right side into the body, and then reaching and extending through the left side. Both feet land, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Shake it out. Inhale, come up. Hands to heart, take a moment. Catch your breath. Feel that heart beating. Maybe a little bit of sweat. Heavy breath. Sensation. Arms by your side. Uttanasana. Uttakasana. Oh my gosh, I cannot say it. Chair pose, fierce pose. I'm having a little brain fart right now. Sit back. Bend your knees. Sink back into your hips. Reach through the arms. Big breath in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Step or hop back. Plank. Maybe add a little jumping jack. Out and in. Add a chaturanga push-up or lower to your belly, or move through upward facing dog. Thighs and pelvis is lifted. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. So a little sun bee here. Right foot steps in a couple inches, lift your left leg. And again, you have another opportunity to push off. Left foot forward, warrior one, though, is where we're going. Pushing off. Strong lifted leg. Left foot steps forward, ground your right foot, inhale, rise. Warrior one, firm your right glute. Give yourself some space, feet on 2 lanes of traffic here in order to bring the right hip bone around. Arms reach. Gaze forward, begin to shift forward with that long spine. Come into warrior three. Hands can always come to heart center. You can do a nice bent knee standing warrior three. And then right knee lifts up, standing knee raise. Hands to your hips, figure four. Let's open up the hip a little, sit back. Long spine, ankle is flexed. Drishti on one place, point of focus, eyes steady. Come back up, standing knee raise, arms reach. Warrior three, send it back. Walk your hands down to the mat, step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot, downward facing dog. And pause. You can always take a child's pose too. Breathe in. It's a little quicker class, a little more active, getting the heart rate up. Left foot steps in a little bit, lift your right leg, inhale, three-legged dog. Option to press and push. We're going into right foot forward, warrior one. Step it through, ground your back heel, rise up, front knee is bent, arms reach, and pause for a moment. Draw the navel in, shoulders drop, firm the left glute. Find your eyes on something out in front of you that's not moving. Begin to hinge forward, get weight off that back foot, shift and lift into warrior three. Kick the heel back. Hands can always come to heart center. Standing knee raise, bring it up. Hands come to your hips. Figure four, ankle crosses, sit back, long spine. Looking forward. Standing knee raise. Reverse out of this to warrior three. Hands meet the earth. Step down and back, downward facing dog. Both feet meet the mat. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your heels. Gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Just do one more round here. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sit back. Utkatasana. Utkatasana. Chair pose or fierce pose. Sink down. See if you can sit a little lower. Feet can be hip width apart, or knees and big toes can touch. Find that strength work in the legs. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Lengthen. Step or hop back. Plank. Maybe add a little jumping jack. Maybe add a couple push-ups into your back bend of choice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Stay and breathe. Right foot steps in, left leg lifts. Let's open the hip, bend the knee, heel to glute, and open. Try to level out your shoulders. So we're noticing if that left shoulder is opening up, try to bring that left shoulder back down as you reach that left knee up and open. Maybe circle the ankle. Okay, let's straighten the leg, inhale. Maybe some hops going into warrior one again on the left side. Whoop. Fall in the pool here. Lower the right heel, inhale, rise. Left foot forward, warrior one, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Let's open into warrior two, step wide, and then stretch those arms long, gaze over your left fingertips, breathe in. Firm the back leg, breathe out. Take another breath in. Flip the palm, exhale, reverse. Breathe into that left rib cage. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step back into down dog. Shift forward into high plank. We'll do one more little activity here. And then let's do some mountain climbers. Knees into the chest. Shoulders over wrists. Gaze is a little bit forward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Breath in, down dog. Breathe. Whew, stay for a moment. If you need a child's pose, take it. Soften the face. Let your head hang. Left foot steps in a little, right leg lifts. Maybe you push off, coming into your handstand hops. It'll be right foot forward, warrior one. Left foot heel grounds, inhale, rise. Stay. Breathe in. Hands to your hips, breathe out. Step and open, warrior two. Extend the arms, breathe in. Gaze over your right fingertips, breathe out. Inhale. Flip the palm, exhale, reverse. Reach up and back. Breathe into the right rib cage. Exhale, cartwheel hands down. Step back to plank. Last time for push-ups. Last time for a back bend here. Downward facing dog. And stay. Fingers press into the mat, arms reach, hips lift, sacrum lifts. Big breath in. Right leg lifts, and then let's do our scorpion down dog here. Maybe roll up the ankle, level up the hips. Send the leg straight back. Lower the foot, down dog. Oh, let's come to a seat. Whew, all sweaty out here. Good job, everyone. We're gonna come down onto our back. Let's have a block nearby. We may want to use it. Ooh, come all the way down. Take a moment. Neutralize the spine. Notice the skull, the shoulder blades, the sacrum. Feel those 3 points, those landmarks here, being supported by the ground beneath you. So if you want to take half pigeon, feel free to come around, find down dog, and go into half pigeon on the left leg. I'm going to do figure 4, ankle crossing, so we're not on the block this time. We'll pick up that foot, thread the needle, grab the back of the thigh or the top of the shin. Maybe rock a little side to side, free up some tissue, some fascia in that outer hip and the low back. If you're in half pigeon, you can be lifting the chest or hinging over the leg. Try to avoid collapsing into the left side and stay really center in your pelvis. slowly make your way out of your pigeon, find your way to down dog, or make your way out of your figure four, both feet on the ground, and rest, or rest in down dog. And then right side half pigeon or figure four, right ankle cross, pick up the left foot, find your bind, ankles flexed, bring that knee forward, come down, center yourself, make sure you're not rolling onto your right side if you're in half pigeon, and then fold over those legs. And on your back here, you might rock side to side. Bring awareness to your breath, and on purpose, slow your breath down. Slow your heart rate down by slowing your breath down. Make your way up and out of pigeon, maybe into down dog. Unwind the legs from figure four. Make sure everyone comes down onto their back now, and we'll take a twist. Let's take the legs up to the sky. Open them for a wide leg straddle. You can hold the outer edges of the thighs. And then left thigh crosses in front. Hug the knees in. Grab the shins or the ankle bones or the feet and draw the lower legs away from each other. And then we'll go into a twist here, but if it's too much on your back, just unwind your legs. So release the hands, bring your feet down. Take your arms out wide like the letter T, hips move to the left a little, and let your knees gently drop to the right. If there's too much pulling on your low back, unwind the legs and just stack the knees. Let your shoulders fully soften. Take some deep belly breaths, sending that signal to your nervous system that it's time to chill out a little bit. Find that inner smile in which your nervous system can feel. Good. Use your core to bring your knees back to center. Realign your spine. Uncross the legs, both feet on the mat. Pause. Legs reach the sky and open. Right thigh crosses. Bend the knees, draw them in. See if you can grab your ankles, your shins, the edges of your feet. Draw your legs in. And then pull the lower legs apart. Gomukhasana legs here on our back, opening the outer hip on the right. And then we'll lower the feet, arms out wide, hips to the right, and knees gently drop to the left. Again, you can unwind the legs. You can also turn your head to the opposite direction. And then big, deep belly breath. Soften and breathe down low into your belly, sending that signal to your nervous system to relax. Feel where the breath moves in the body. Good, use your core. Come back to center. Realign your spine and cross your legs. Feet on the ground. Hands to the low belly. Gently hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. Lift your head, tuck your chin. Grab for opposite elbows, squeeze in. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sprawl out into Savasana. Get comfy. Adjust your shoulder blades. Adjust your hips. Adjust your legs, your feet, your arms, your hands, whatever you need to adjust, your clothing. We'll just be here for a moment. You can take more time. Fully drop in. Let the earth beneath you hold you. You might listen to the sounds around you, sounds that you hear, sounds from far away, and the sounds that are close up, and have your focus there for a moment. Eyeballs soften under the eyelids. Let the jaw become slack here. Soften through the throat. Savasana, pose of digestion, allowing the body to receive the benefits of the practice. Begin to stretch and awaken if you're ready. We'll slowly make our way into an upright position. Take your time, move at your own pace. Allow the eyes to stay closed as you make the journey upright. Find that tall spine. You might put a little smile on your face. Ground down through your seat, connect to the earth. Hands can come at heart center. You can place one hand on top of each other on the heart space. Taking a moment to send some love and gratitude to yourself and maybe out into the universe or to someone specific in your life. Much love and gratitude to all. Peace out. Que pasa buen dia. Have a lovely day. Thanks so much for joining me. See you soon.